is hit with a series of bomb scares. Now school officials are turning to the law to try and stop this serious problem. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Killer.
And I'm Dia Wallace. Students at Wyoming Valley West High School and Main Street Elementary School were sent home early today. This is the fourth time in less than a week that a threat against the school disrupts classrooms. I-Team reporter Andy Mahalchik joins us live in Plymouth. Andy, what's happening right now?
Dia, right now, bomb-sniffing dogs are searching Valley West High School. They've been in there several hours now. As far as we know, nothing has been found. But earlier today, just after 9, 2 threatening notes were found in locker rooms inside the high school, basically saying that bombs would go off at several times this morning. Of course, the schools were evacuated and the police and dogs called in. Let me show you some video taken shortly after the evacuation began. Again, about 9:15 this morning, 2,000 students, the majority of them from the high school and several hundred from Main Street Elementary School, sent home. This is the third time this week. One time last week, these schools were evacuated when threatening notes were found inside locker rooms. Again, those notes basically said that there were bombs in the building, in the high school mainly, and that those bombs would go off. Again, both schools evacuated this entire area, sealed off, and emergency crews called to the scene just in case something did happen, just in case something was found. We can tell you this much, though. The students and parents are downright angry about what's going on.
I guess they found another note, possibly in the library, and they're just taking all the precautions that they have to make sure everyone's safe. So we had to sit in our first period class until about 9:15, and then they just let us go.
You know, I really hope they catch these people that are doing it and really give it to them, because it's really sad. These kids half the kids down there don't even want to go to school anymore.
Sure.
They don't even want to, they're afraid to go to school.
Now, ironically, this morning, an assembly was scheduled with area police chiefs and school district officials to talk about what's been going on, the serious nature of these threats. That assembly was scheduled for 9:30 here at the high school. It was called off because of 2 more threats called in, or 2 more notes being found in lockers. Now, even as we speak, those dogs are in the school. Now, the people you see outside the school, they are the faculty members, and they tell me also they are very disgusted by all this. And more times than not, these threats turn out to be no big deal. The problem is, and of course the big concern, as Superintendent Andy Marco told me, the safety of the school students is a top concern. So they're going to meet this afternoon to find out how they'll handle other threats. But they say, again, when these threats come in, they can't take any chances. Reporting live in Plymouth, Andy Mahalchik, 28 Eyewitness News. Dia.
Andy, real quick before you go, there were notes on Thursday and Friday. I know you're still following the story, but do you know what penalties will be for those responsible if they are caught?
Well, very severe penalties, and people at home may remember last year after the whole entire Columbine incident, there were numerous arrests all across our area. Basically, this is how it goes. If you're a juvenile, you're automatically suspended from school. Most schools have zero tolerance policy. A judge could sentence you to juvenile detention until you're 21. If you're 18 or older, you could be in jail from 5 to 10 years. We'll talk more about that later tonight.